And I guess my question is about, so I've now studied 3, and I'm starting my 4th type of yoga philosophy, yoga discipline, spiritual part of it. And I guess I'm curious about how the integration of all of those aspects of yoga come together. And maybe that's an area that I'm curious about for myself, because of course I started a new one, I stopped the old one. And then I started another new one and I stopped the old one. Now the teachings still linger there, of course, but it's like turning a page and then moving on to the next thing. And the things that I've heard talked about today in particular have me wondering, okay, well, how yoga is one, yoga is union. It's an integration of all of those. And then I have my own cultural teachings, and then I have my own history and all of that. So how does all of that get integrated? I don't know, maybe that's too big of a question. But I'm curious, I guess, about the journey, or your journey maybe, of integrating all of that. And then the 12 steps. So I'm working on the 12 steps over here, and I'm working on my yoga study over here, and I'm working on. So they feel really compartmentalized right now, and I guess I'm curious about the path to creating unity among all of that. Thank you.
There's no separation currently between those things. They're already integrated. They're already the exact same thing. It's just a concept. This yoga, that yoga. There's just yoga. In this day and age, we have to have branding. Somebody puts a name on something so that you can differentiate it from other thing. When we go to India, we'll listen to a person from this particular school of thinking, that particular school of thinking, another school of thinking, this form of yoga, that form of meditation. When you listen enough, you start to see the patterns in what they're saying. It's all the same. If it's true, if it's pointing to the truth, capital T truth, it's all the same. Anything that is yoga can't be exclusive of anything else that's yoga. This can't be a better yoga than that yoga. It's like saying, oh, this love over here is better than that love over there. It's just love. The compartmentalization is coming from you. It's coming from us. The question is, how do I stop doing that? How do I begin to see the truth in all of these paths? And still honor the paths. I'm a Kundalini yogi. I practice it and I teach it. I love the vinyasa practice. I was raised, well, I was born Jewish. I love the teachings of Jesus Christ. I love what I pull out of the Quran. I love the teachings of the many gods of Hinduism. I love Buddhist thought and teachings, and Sikh thought and teachings. I love all the aspects of all of those paths that are the truth, and all of them are exactly the same as every other one. Not in practice, not in ritual, not in clothing, but beyond all of that surface stuff is just the truth. It's already integrated. There's never been separation. You begin to practice yoga, and you begin to refine your nervous system's perception of what's going on. In that greater refinement, the truth presents itself to you in many, many different places, and you start to see, wow. You know, one of the biggest differences between Judaism, Christianity, and Islam is the day of the week they decided to take off. One chose Friday, one chose Saturday, one chose Sunday. You think that was an accident? They needed society to continue. They sat down at a table. Let's figure this out. We can't all be off on Saturday. You guys take Friday. All right, we'll take Sunday. Great, we're done. But when you dig into the teachings, you start to see the truth. And the truth was there before the teachings. And the truth was there before the delineation. And the truth was certainly there before any kind of branding of yoga. What's wonderful about your question is that it shows yourself as a seeker of truth. You have been looking for it and looking for it and looking for it. And you have really put the effort in. And you have studied and you have looked at, and you've been drawn to these different paths. And the good news is you're beginning to see, because this question couldn't have come otherwise, you're beginning to see, wow, I was on the right path the whole time. And I'm still on the right path. And I'm now realizing that the fourth or the fifth form of yoga that I'm about to study is not going to show me anything new. And yet, I may be drawn to study it. And isn't that okay? And so, there's nowhere to go. There isn't a there. You're already here. It's integrated here in the now. Eternally now. Nothing more needed. Just the dropping of the branding and the clothing and the ideas about what we think yoga is or what yoga looks like. It's all yoga. So I think that's a great question.